Welcome to Fenway Park. It's Game 2 of the day-night doubleheader between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, the Red Sox able to take Game 1 of this day-night doubleheader. They have not seen the Rays since April earlier this season. Of course, that was a rain-shortened series. The Rays took both games of what turned out to be a two-game series, and today we played the day portion of a day-night doubleheader already, and things went very well for the Red Sox. We'll take a look at some of the highlights from earlier today. John Lester got the ball in Game 1, and the Rays got to him in the first. Desmond Jennings would score the game's first run after leading off with a double. He scores on an Evan Longoria RBI groundout. 1-0 Rays after one. Stays that way until the third, when Jacoby Ellsbury hits his 21st home run of the season. It was his fourth of the year against the Rays. John Lester was nearly unhittable after allowing a run in the first. He allowed just one hit over his final 6 innings and finished with 8 Ks on the day. After a scoreless 8th from Daniel Bard, Dustin Pedroia helps Jonathan Papelbon pick up his 28th save of the season with a great catch to end the game. 3-1, Red Sox win, as Terry Francona talked about John Lester's performance after the game.
He had one walk, he had a hit batsman, so he's throwing strikes. There were some deep counts early in the game, but his velocity was good. He's got that cutter that he can go to. He's got a lot of different ways to get hitters out. Nobody can kind of zone in on him, because even when he gets to count to 3-2, where we talk so much about good hitters getting dangerous, he's got another way to go when he gets there.
The manager was brought to you by Bigelow Tea, Terry Francona's green tea of choice. Well, it is Eric Bedard on the mound for the Red Sox here tonight in Game 2 of the day-night doubleheader. He's had good success against the Rays. We'll talk more about Eric Bedard when we come back to Fenway Park. Between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, as always, joined by Jerry Remy. And Jerry, Eric Bedard on the mound tonight for the Red Sox, and certainly lately has pitched very well, looking for that first win in a Red Sox uniform.
He has pitched well, Don, and of course tonight making his 4th start since coming off of the Sable list, so there won't be a matter of pitch count tonight. We've had to worry about pitch counts. As you can see, when he came back the first time, 57 against Tampa Bay, 70 in his first game with the Red Sox, 90 last time out against Minnesota. So tonight you're looking at a regular start for Eric Bedard, and I'm sure he feels very comfortable going into that position. I think so far he's pitched very well in the amount of innings and the amount of pitches that he's worked for the Red Sox. And tonight I think he can feel comfortable that he goes out there like it's not a rehab start for him. It's a real game for him. And we'll see if he has the same kind of success that John Lester had this afternoon.
Well, it is Jeff Neiman on the mound tonight for the Tampa Bay Rays in the nightcap of the day-night doubleheader. He's 7-4, the 3.43 earned run average. We're back with the first pitch right after this. Your local Mazda dealers, Bermuda Tourism, Kia, AT&T, Dunkin' Donuts, and by Southwest Airlines. Welcome back to Fenway Park for Game 2 of the day-night doubleheader. Eric Bedard on the mound tonight for the Red Sox in Game 2. Trying to follow up what John Lester did today in Game 1. Bedard's 19th start. He's 4-7 with a 3.55 earned run average. 98 strikeouts to 34 walks. Opponents hitting at .230 against him, and no decision last time out. 5 innings, giving up 2 runs. Let's see, Minnesota Twins. First pitch of the nightcap misses outside for ball 1. Desmond Jennings, who led off in Game 1, leading off in Game 2. Left fielder for the Rays. And there for strike 1. Jennings sitting at .333 coming into tonight's game. 4 homers, 13 runs batted in. He doubled in the first inning and was 1 for 4 in Game 1. Numbers for Bedard against the Tampa Bay Rays very good. He's 11-4 with a 3.41 earned run average against the Rays. Of course, playing for the Baltimore Orioles before heading to Seattle. So plenty of chances to take on Tampa Bay in the American League East.
First start back to Bedard after he came off the disabled list was against the Tampa Bay Rays, only going an inning and a third in that ball game, giving up 3 hits and 5 runs. Of course, that was just coming off the DL. And just prior to the trade to the Red Sox.
In there for strike 3 and a nice start for Eric Bedard. 1 down.
Well, Bedard going with the fastball to pick up the strikeout. Vertex sets up inside. The pitch is on the inside part of the plate. And Bedard gets the first out of the night via the strikeout.
One down for Johnny Damon. Had a pinch hitting appearance in the first game, and Daniel Bard struck him out 3 pitches. It's a .260 with 10 homers, 51 runs batted in his first year in Tampa Bay as he takes strike 1 from Bedard. Johnny gets a start in the nightcap as the DH. Broken bat grounder towards Aviles at short. His throw is in time to get Damon, who still runs very well. 2 down in the first. We'll check out the Tampa Bay Rays lineup. Desmond Jennings in left. Johnny Damon is the DH with Evan Longoria at third base. Ben Zobrist is at second. BJ Upton in center. Casey Kochman at first base, bats 6. Sean Rodriguez at short. Matt Joyce in right field, bats 8. And Robinson Chirinos does the catching. He bats 9th. 2 down here in the first inning for Evan Longoria. Longoria producing the only Rays run in the first game. His ground out in the first inning scored Desmond Jennings, and the time gave the Rays a 1-0 advantage. It was a very well pitched game between John Lester and James Shields in that first game. 1-0 is outside, 2-0. Longoria reaching a milestone on Friday night with his 100th career home run against CC Sabathia.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. It'll be Jed Lowry at third base, Mike Aviles the shortstop, Dustin Pedroia at second, and Adrian Gonzalez the first baseman. Left to right, Darnell McDonald, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Josh Reddick, and Jason Varitek doing the catching for Bedard.
Bedard flying behind Longoria 2-1 with 2 outs and the base is empty. As Longoria pops it up in the infield. Coming from second is Pedroia. Now a little stutter step makes the grab that ends the inning. Eric Bedard with a good first. Coming up in the bottom of the first, Jacoby Ellsbury homered in game 1. Jed Lowry and Adrian Gonzalez when we come back. Rays play game 2 of the day-night doubleheader today, and it's Jeff Neiman on the mound tonight. The big, tall right-hander makes his 16th start. He's 7-4, 3.43 earned run average, 68 Ks and 89 1/3, and the opponent's hitting at 256 against him. He's 28 years of age and win last time out against Kansas City 6 1/3, 1 run. As Jacoby Ellsbury stands in and takes strike one.
He's making his 6th start against the Red Sox. He's 2-2 with a 4.56 ERA as you look at Ellsbury's numbers.
And Jacoby the hero in game one with a 3-run home run. As he's swinging a foul tip. Well, Jacoby with his 21st home run of the year in game one. Red Sox are trailing 1-0 in the game when Ellsbury was able to crank this over the bullpen. It's a 3-run shot in the 3rd inning. RBI 75, 76, and 77. And it would hold up as the Red Sox come away with the victory in game one. So quickly here, 0-2 to Jeff Neiman. Well, since coming back off the DL, the lower back strain, he is unbeaten in 9 starts. Neiman is 6-0 since coming back, piling a 2.17 earned run average since his return. In 6 starts prior to the DL, had pitched kind of hurt, and the numbers reflected that. 1-4 with a 5.74 earned run average. This is grounded foul. So some time in the DL and a new-looking guy in Jeff Neiman right now.
Now, he had a great game against the Red Sox the last time out on July 17th. 8 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 10 strikeouts against Boston down at the Trop.
Game that ended after 16 innings of play. 1-2 pitch is in the dirt. Stands at 6'9". Only one other pitcher on an active roster is as tall as he is. The Blue Jays' John Roush is 6'11". 2-2 pitch to Ellsbury. There's chop foul. We'll do it again. It's kind of a rematch tonight against Eric Bedard as Neiman faced him 3 starts ago. He's won that game 8-0. After Bedard had given up 8 runs. That pitch is in there for strike 3. Ellsbury down by way of the K for the first out here in the bottom of the first.
Fastball to the inside corner to pick up the strikeout against Jacoby. 7-pitch at bat, but the good results go to Neiman.
Let's check out the Red Sox starting lineup. It's brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. Jacoby Ellsbury just led off. He's in center. Jed Lowry at third base with Adrian Gonzalez at first base. Dustin Pedroia at second in the cleanup spot with Josh Reddick in right. Carl Crawford is the DH, the former Ray, with Mike Aviles starting at shortstop. Jason Varitek does the catching. And Darnell McDonald is in left. Jed Lowry at third base for game 2. Kevin Youkilis started game 1 down there at third base. Kevin was 0 for 2 with a walk today. Swing and a miss.
Looked like a split-fingered fastball that time from Neiman as you see the bottom fall out of this, keeping it down in the strike zone and ending up out of the strike zone.
And fouled off to the left out of play. Breaking ball from Neiman. And David Ortiz in the first game scratched right before the game. First with what was labeled as illness, but after further review, Terry Francona talked in between games as a bit of an ear problem and is getting checked out in between games and not in there for game 2. So not playing game 1 or game 2 today for Big Papi.
And Marco Scutero still out also with a bad back, to not playing game 1, to not start game 2.
Who had missed a game on the road due to the stiff back, and something grabbing him again today. So it is Mike Aviles who starts at both ends of the day-night doubleheader at shortstop. Full count now to Lowry. Adrian Gonzalez waiting on deck. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. ground right side. Ben Zobrist has got it. A bobble. Time to recover, and he still gets Lowry. A long bobble there for him, but they get Lowry 2 down.
Let's take a look at the Tampa Bay defense. Evan Longoria at third base. Sean Rodriguez, the shortstop. Ben Zobrist at second, and Casey Kochman, the first baseman. Left to right, Desmond Jennings, B.J. Upton, and Matt Joyce. And Robinson Chirinos doing the catching.
2 down for Adrian Gonzalez. Adrian had a tough time today against James Shields, as Gonzalez was 0 for 3. Checks in hitting at 350. 18 homers and 92 runs batted in. There's strike 1. Sixth career start for Neiman against the Red Sox. 2-2 with a 4.56 earned run average. Swinging a foul tip that time, and Adrian Gonzalez chasing down on the count 1-2. Last year, Neiman 12-8 with a 4.39 earned run average. In tight for ball 3. Full count now to Neiman. Dustin Pedroia waiting on deck in the cleanup spot. Fouled off to left, out of play. 3-2. Third straight batter to have at least a 7-pitch at bat. Joe Madden looks on with a loss in Game 1. The Rays fall to 10 games back of the Red Sox in the American League East. Another foul for Gonzalez. Red Sox winning earlier today, so they get a half-game lead over the Yankees. New York is at Kansas City tonight for another game against the Royals. So getting underway shortly. Gonzalez takes ball 4 and works the walk with 2 down. First base runner of the night for Boston. Two down, Gonzalez at first and Dustin Pedroia the batter. 308, 16 homers and 62 runs batted in.
Now this is how the first game ended, with Dustin Pedroia making a nice diving play in the outfield. Jonathan Papelbon, a little bloop, soft line drive, and Pedroia to the backhand. And Papelbon picks up the save in Game 1. Nice clean game in Game 1. Well pitched by both sides. Shields and of course John Lester.
John Lester going the first 7 today. The 1 run that came in the first inning on 3 hits. Walked a batter, struck out 8. And Jerry looked at that pitch count early. Didn't look like he'd be hanging around very long. 59 pitches through 3 innings today, but he did hang around through 7.
He found that groove after that, keeping everything down in the zone. Got some big outs. Beautifully pitched game by John Lester in Game 1.
Through 113 pitches through 7 innings. Pedroia takes another ball, 3-0. There's a strike, 3-1. Jeff Neiman from Houston, Texas, born there, resides there during the offseason. He's 28 years old. High fly ball, foul ground as Longoria goes as far as he can, but that's back and out of play. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Commitment, compassion, and love of the game. Find out what we're made of at easternbank.com. So 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Adrian Gonzalez at first. Even has battled back here to a full count with Pedroia. And a fly ball to deep left field. Jennings going back at the wall. He leaps and makes the catch in left. Wow. Jennings timed the leap and made the grab. Francona's going to go out and argue that it hit the wall before getting into Jennings' glove. But as of right now, Jennings has got an inning-ending catch. Scoreless from Fenway Park after 1. Back at Fenway, ready to go in inning number 2. A scoreless game. As leading it off here for the Rays is Ben Zobrist. And that is in there for strike 1. Zobrist at 277, 15 homers, 68 runs batted in. Jerry, after further review, look at this in between innings. It appears that perhaps it may have hit the wall first as Zobrist trying to bunt his way on. Lowry will have no play, and Zobrist is on a bunt single to begin things here in the second inning.
A nice bunt by Ben Zobrist down that third base line. You can see Jed Lowry behind the bag, has to come in and barehand the ball, and of course it just pops right out of the throwing hand. But this is the ball at the end of the inning that looks like it did hit the wall first and then came back into the heel of the glove of Desmond Jennings. And that's why Terry Francona was out there questioning the call.
A.J. Upton fouls it off to the right, out of play. Part of our key matchup brought to you by Honda. 5 for 27 against Bedard with 4 RBIs, 10 strikeouts, and 27 at bats for B.J. Upton against Eric Bedard. Tap foul.
Well, D'Angelo's has done it again.
Yes, they have. They're terrific people.
They've delivered again with lobster. More lobster.
No, the Red Sox win. You win. Buy any lobster sandwich at D'Angelo the day after Sox win. Get a free small sandwich, but this is not on your rewards card. See participating stores or D'Angelo's.com for details. It's a fabulous sandwich, and there's just not enough for everyone, so I will have most.
That is not a small sandwich.
No. Anything that shows up in a box of that size is terrific. Now, I only took a third of what was in there because, you know,
that's not even a third of what's in there.
Probably not.
No.
Like a quarter, maybe?
And that's after you eat Chinese food for...
Oh, we're talking about me now.
Yeah.
Like, talking about what's in the box.
No, I'm telling you what's left in the box.
Yes.
But you've already had Chinese food. Now you're going to have this.
Why not? It's in the right field. And B.J. Upton is aboard at first, back-to-back hits. Good things here in the second inning.
I'm going to save mine for later on in the game when I get really hungry, which will be about the fifth inning. B.J. Upton gets a fastball inside. The inside-out swing to right field for the base hit. So 2 men on, the bunt base hit and the line drive base hit here to start the second inning.
First and second, nobody out, and Casey Kochman is the batter. 332, 8 homers, 39 runs batted in.
You don't mind waiting between innings before you start eating that, do you?
No, I'm going to wait because it's not really timely right now, although I'm going to stare at it.
It's not going to go anywhere, believe me. It's not going to get up and run away.
Christina's looking at it kind of funny, so I'm not sure. See? Look at that. She's eyeing my sandwich. Tap foul, and it's 1-1 to Kochman, who's had a terrific year. Starts today third in the American League in batting average. Didn't even start the year in the majors. And he's hitting at .335 this season for Tampa Bay, really filling in for the absence of Carlos Pena. Of course, went to the Cubs during the offseason and reshuffle for the Rays. And here's Kochman playing on a regular basis at first base and playing well. 8 homers, 39 runs batted in to go along with that .332 average. In there for strike 2, and it's 1-2. Bedard had a very good first inning. 11 pitches, retired the side in order. And a bunt single and a base hit for B.J. Upton, and all of a sudden 2 on, nobody out. The first start off the DL when he gave up 5 runs. The second inning was the trouble inning against these Tampa Bay Rays. A foul to the left, out of play. Well, you can vote for the Amica Pitcher of the Week and enter to win a $100 gift card from Nesson for the Yawkey Way team store. Two on, nobody out, and a 1-2 pitch coming to Casey Kochman. Chops softly towards Pedroia at second. He'll have one play. It's at first, and he makes it. As Zobrist moves to third, Upton to second. It kind of works out like a sacrifice. 4-3, retired is Kochman for the first out here of the second.
Now that's the only play Dustin Pedroia had on that. It was a very good curveball by Bedard and tapped to Pedroia. The only option for him was to go to first base, so 2 men get into scoring position now. Good curveball there by Bedard, and soft contact by Casey Kochman. Well, we got Dunkin' Donuts now that's come up with coffee. We've got lobster. We've
all
got
kinds
everything.
of stuff. We got it all.
We've got everything.
The place to be is the booth right here.
Yep.
There's a ground ball down third baseline that is foul. Plate umpire Bob Davidson making the call.
And just barely in foul territory. Had that stayed fair, there would have been a tag at third base on Zobrist, but not quite, as it goes foul.
Sean Rodriguez, late in the first game, hit by a pitch in the second inning, struck out in the fourth, flied out to center in the seventh inning of game one today. Now pops it up foul, backing out of play. There is some Chinese food left if you want some.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
It's been sitting out for a little while.
Yeah. When did the order for the Chinese food go in?
Russ Ken mentioned it around the fifth or sixth inning of game one.
Geez, I didn't hear that.
One grounded foul, still 0-2. Apparently they're going to put you on the list next time.
Well, for next time.
Yes.
Next day night doubleheader.
Yes. Baltimore, September 9th or 19th.
I marked it, booked that down so I can get some Chinese food between games. September 19th.
You're all set. We'll hook you up. Inside, and it's 1-2 to Sean Rodriguez. Foul back, still 1-2.
Yeah, Bedard's fastball right now about 93 miles an hour to go along with the curveball and a changeup.
On the ground to third base, picked by Lowry. He's coming home with it and safe at the plate as the ball gets away. Is Ben Zobrist as Upton will take third. Moving up to second is Sean Rodriguez. Charge an error to Lowry on the throw.
Yeah, a good throw would have had him. He had a lot of time to get the runner coming in, Zobrist. He plays it off, spins around, but the throw's got to bounce. You can see there he's got time. If it's all the way in the air and Veritek is able to catch it, they probably get Zobrist at home plate. But once it bounced, it became a very difficult play for Jason Veritek. He's got the runner coming in on him. He's going to try to catch the ball and apply the tag.
So second and third again. One out, a run in now for the Rays. And here's Matt Joyce. Joyce, who did not play in the first game today, takes ball one. His 91st start of the year. And 81 of those coming in right field. He's only started now 5 of the last 19 games. Rolls it over foul, and the count evens at 1-1 to Joyce. 27-year-old making his first All-Star team. He was elected by the players' vote. He was 1 for 2 with a single in the ninth inning of Pittsburgh's Joel Hanrahan, their closer, pitched in the All-Star game. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
Good curveball. Starts on the inside corner, finishes on the outside corner, and no contact by Joyce. Bedard would love the strikeout right here against the left-hander.
Joyce staying alive, fouling it off. More pitches down for Bedard here in the inning. Now Joyce, since June 1st, hitting at 200. after he hit .370 in April and May, 2 months combined. Last 8 games, though, hitting at .346. Starting to heat it up again. Chops it down the first baseline, foul. 22 pitches in the inning for Bedard, and the Rays have fouled off 11 of the 22. Follow the Red Sox at the MLB.com at-bat 11 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, or BlackBerry. And live audio, pitch-by-pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text at-bat to 31826 or visit RedSox.com for details. 1-2 pitch coming up to Matt Joyce. And it's fouled off. High for ball 2, 2-2.
That's the first changeup I believe we've seen so far from Bedard, and he left it up and out of the zone. Immediately Veritek pointing to his shoulder. Keep the shoulder tucked in.
On the ground right side, Pedroia will take a look at home, but fire to first for the shore out. As Upton scores and the Rays take a 2-0 lead. Matt Joyce picks up an RBI in the ground out to second base. As Sean Rodriguez takes third now with 2 down.
That was a pretty good at bat right there for Matt Joyce. Tough lefty against lefty matchup. Fouled off a number of pitches. Finally got the ground ball to second base to get the run home. Red Sox, of course, early in the game playing the infield back.
Robinson Chirinos coming over in the Matt Garza deal from the Chicago Cubs. That is in there for strike one. We saw Kelly Shopik start in game 1. His catcher had gone 0 for 2 with a walk today, and now Robinson Chirinos starting the nightcap. Swing and a miss, and Bedard jumps ahead 0-2.
Once again, the very good curveball from Bedard. Starts away, finishes down around shin high. Chirinos.
Bedard having to work hard in this second inning. He's given up 2 runs so far in the inning. Minimize the damage with Sean Rodriguez at third base, 2 down. Dealing with the number 9 man in the Rays order. Down the right field line and foul. I want to remind you to get one of the best sports sections in the country delivered to your home every day. Sign up now for convenient Boston Globe home delivery at bostonglobe.com/sports. Runner at third for the Rays, 2 down. On the ground, foul, and it remains 1-2. 30 pitches in the inning for Eric Bedard, and 41 in his outing. Last time out, the first inning was a problem area, throwing 37 pitches in the first. Tonight, it's inning number 2. Wanted that, but it misses inside. 2-2. Fouled back, and will do it again. 2-2.
The last 2 hitters, Joyce and now Chirinos, have really made Bedard work hard, make him throw a lot of pitches.
Giving up 2 hits in this inning, and they have both led to runs. Zobrist had a leadoff bunt single. B.J. Upton singled. They have both scored since. Runner at third and Sean Rodriguez. 2 outs here in the second inning. Chirinos grounds it foul. $16 foul balls this inning for the Rays. Right now he's at 74% with the strikes, but they are fouling off a lot of pitches. Two to Chirinos. He is again fouled off.
And it's become very frustrating for Bedard because he's thrown a number of quality pitches that have been fouled off.
For a little more swing and miss.
Beautiful night here at Fenway. A little cloudy this afternoon. A few light rain showers, but it's cleared up nicely tonight.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat coming up for Chirinos as Bedard backed off, and now until the rubber again. Fouled off again. $18 foul balls in the inning for the Rays. Man's team running up the pitch count here on Eric Bedard. They've taken a 2-0 advantage so far in the second. And here's another. Swing and a miss. Bedard finally gets him. But it is the Rays who get 2 runs in the second inning and lead it 2-0. Saturday at Futures at Fenway, presented by Xfinity. This minor league doubleheader is a day full of family fun with discounted concession items, nonstop excitement, and plenty of great baseball to cheer about. Tickets start at just $5, from on-field promotions to autograph sessions with the stars from both games. Fans being part of the action all day long. Visit redsox.com/futures to get your tickets today. Well, 2-0 Tampa Bay lead as Jeff Neiman back on the mound is a lengthy wait while the Rays batted in the top of the second inning. Josh Reddick leading it off as this is popped up. Foul ground and behind the Rays dugout. It is Reddick, Crawford, and Aviles here in the bottom of the second inning. Newman had to throw 28 first inning pitches of his own. Now has a 2-0 advantage to work with. On the ground up the middle, Rodriguez ranging. His throw is in time to get Reddick for the first out of the second inning. For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Red Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. One out here in the second inning for Carl Crawford, former Ray. He's a DH here in game 2. Crawford in the first game was 0 for 3. And he's down 0-2. Red Sox do not have a hit yet off Neiman. They did get a walk with 2 outs in the first inning by Adrian Gonzalez. Strike 3 call. Crawford taking a look at that. It's the second strikeout for Neiman. 2 down.
Well, a couple of fastballs inside, then back to the outside corner for the strikeout. Both strikeouts tonight coming on the fastball. 1 to Ellsbury, 1 to Crawford.
2 down here in the second for Mike Aviles. 39, 5 homers, 32 runs batted in. He starts both ends of the day-night doubleheader. Had a single in the third inning of game 1. Rounded out and struck out his other 2 at-bats. Chopped left side, cut off by Longoria. His off-balance throw is in plenty of time. And the Red Sox go down in order in the second. It's 2-0 Tampa Bay through 2. Visit aceticket.com for more details. Nice night to be at Fenway Park. Very comfortable conditions. Some light rain here during the day portion of our day-night doubleheader, but beautiful night now. Rays have a 2-0 advantage as we head to the top half of the third inning. And it is Desmond Jennings to lead it off. Jennings struck out in the first inning looking. One of 2 Ks so far tonight for Eric Bedard. Line drive hits sharply towards the wall and off the monster very quickly. It gets to McDonald and he fires it back in, holding Jennings to a very hard hit single.
Looks like it might have been a changeup that time from Bedard. I believe it was, and Jennings all over it. Hits it so hard that he had to stop at first base. Donald McDonald plays it off the wall on one hop and about 3 bounces it into second base. But no chance for Jennings to go in for 2.
He's now got a 7-gamer. He had a base hit, a double in fact, in the first game. He's got a single here in game 2, and now Johnny Damon takes strike 1. Johnny grounded out to Mike Aviles, shortstop in the first inning. Quickly down to the count 0-2. Over his last 16 games, he is 11 for 63, hitting at 175. He's cooled off quite a bit as the year has gone on. Double figures in home runs, though, for Johnny. 10 homers, 51 runs batted in. And a pitch down and away. It's 1-2. Damon has played in 110 of now 121 games this year for the Rays, and primarily as a DH. This marks the 97th game that he's been a DH in. Has made 13 starts in left field. Throw to first, and Jennings back to the bag.
Jennings with 9 steals on the season. He's been caught 3 times.
To right field. Reddick coming in will make the catch. Jennings waited about halfway and now gets back to the bag at first. 1 out here in the third inning. I want to remind you to tune in weekday mornings between 6 and 9 to the Dennis and Callahan Show to hear Nesson's own Jerry Remy talking Sox. It's all on Nesson and the WEI Sports Radio Network. And as we covered in game 1, Jerry really doesn't know when he's going to be on. It's kind of a floating schedule right now for Jerry.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be tomorrow morning because I'll be heading into the ballpark.
And then we'll be in Kansas City, so that's not looking real good either, probably. Because we're going to get up earlier.
It's actually looking better than tomorrow.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, you know your schedule better than I do.
Not really. You pretty much know my schedule.
Evan Longoria popped out his first time up. Toss to first, and back is Jennings. Swing and a miss. Longoria down 0-2.
Bedard's a little bit deceptive because he kind of turns his back to the hitters. And then he drops the curveball on Longoria that time for the swing and miss. Number 23. Didn't Louis Tiant win number 23? The turn is not as drastic as Louis, but you can still see that 2-3 as a hitter when he spins around.
Swing and a miss. Longoria strikes out. It's a third K for Bedard. 2 down.
He's got strikeouts now on a fastball, a changeup, and now the curveball.
So 2 down. Jennings at first base. Ben Zobrist reached on a bunt single. Got things started for the Rays in the second inning. They would go on to score 2 runs in the inning. Zobrist was the DH in game 1 and gets a start at second base in game 2. In the dirt for ball 1. Red Sox and Rays playing the only day game today, and you're just joining us. Red Sox win game 1 today 3-1. Take a half game lead over the Yankees in the American League East. Bedard finally steps off.
And if you're just joining us, thank you for joining us for Red Sox baseball.
Two and 0 now to Ben Zobrist. Zobrist hit a double in the first game, leads the majors now with 38 doubles, 59 extra base hits this season. Too shy of the American League leader Curtis Granderson. Last 33 games he has hit at .331. That's a strike, and it's 2-1. Desmond Jennings with a wall ball single to begin the inning. Johnny Damon lined out to right. Evan Longoria strikes out. So 2 down. Jennings at first base, and Bedard ready with a 2-1 pitch. And that is in there for strike 2, the inside corner.
Bedard follows up the breaking ball with a fastball on the inside part of the plate. Had Zobrist moving back away.
Full count. So Jennings at first base can get a start now. Full count, 2 down. B.J. Upton waiting on deck as the Rays bat here in the top half of the third inning. Already on top 2-0. Chopped left side. Aviles ranging will go to first for the out that ends the inning. 2.5 done from Fenway in game 2. The Rays have a 2-0 lead. sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. We head to the last half of the third inning. And Jason Varitek, Darnell McDonald, Jacoby Ellsbury with Red Sox trailing 2-0. Varitek did not play in the first game. Jared Saltalamacchia caught the first game today for the Red Sox, and Saltalamacchia 0 for 3 in the first game today. Varitek hits one high and deep to right, down towards the corner, and that ball is gone. The captain gets his 8th home run of the year, and the Red Sox are on the board.
Jason Varitek had never faced Neiman in the past. He turned around a fastball in a hurry. As Don said, number 8 for Varitek. So the combination of Varitek and Saltalamacchia is showing some home run punch combined. That's how the Red Sox got started this afternoon. Jacoby Ellsbury with a 3-run home run.
21st home run for Varitek against the Tampa Bay Rays in his career. As Darnell McDonald takes strike one. Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson. During the 2011 Red Sox season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 for the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston. For every Red Sox home run, Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. With that extra base hit as well, Jason Varitek moves into 9th all time for the Red Sox. He's one ahead of Nomar with 508 now. 0-2 is strike 3, and Neiman bounces back to strike out Darnell McDonald, 1 down.
Another look at the long home run by Jason Varitek. No question, fair territory. Pretty deep, back in those seats down the right field line.
So 1 down. And the top of the order, Jacoby Ellsbury, as the Red Sox now go second time through against Jeff Neiman. Chopped right side. Zobrist to go to first. And Ellsbury is 0 for 2. Time now for the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Tomorrow, the Rays and Red Sox close out this 3-game, 2-day series. John Lackey takes him out looking for win number 12. Lackey is 6-0 in his last 7 starts and has 34 strikeouts compared to just 7 walks. In his career, he is 12-4 against Tampa Bay. Nesson's live coverage begins with Red Sox first pitch at 12:30 p.m. And John Lackey going here tomorrow, and he'll be matched up against David Price here tomorrow, who's 10-10 on the year. The lefty with just a 3.76 earned run average.
And it's hard to believe that this homestand's almost halfway over.
Yes. 1 misses, and it is 1-1. After the game tomorrow, the Red Sox will be chartering to Kansas City. 4 with the Royals, 4 with the Texas Rangers. 4 coming back here to Fenway Park. Ball 2-2-1. Leadoff home run by Jason Varitek has cut the Tampa Bay Rays lead in half. On the ground and diving is Longoria from his knees. The throw is going to be picked. No, it's too late. Was picked by Kochman, but it's too late.
2 nice plays by the infield of the Tampa Bay Rays. Longoria first and Kochman, but Lowry beats it out at first base. There's the play from the knees. The throw picked out of the dirt but Lowry beats it at first base. And just barely beating it. The foot hitting the front of the bag before the ball got into the pocket of Casey Kochman.
So a two-out base runner here in Jed Lowry as Adrian Gonzalez stands in. Adrian walked in the first inning. Only walk given up so far tonight by Jeff Neiman. And just the second walk allowed by the Rays all day. Walked Kevin Youkilis in the fourth inning of game one, and that was it. As James Shields pitching a complete game today for the Rays on the losing side of things. Falls to 11-10 on the year. Gonzalez up the middle, but with the shift on, it's a shortstop Rodriguez who flips to Longoria, third baseman, and covers in the bag for the force out that ends the third. It's 2-1 Rays. Jason Varitek hits a solo shot. It's now a 2-1 Tampa Bay lead. Top half of the fourth inning. B.J. Upton lines to center, and it's right in front of Jacoby Ellsbury for a base hit. He was coming on hard, realized he wasn't going to be able to make the play. Creates a good-sized divot out there that he now fixes in center field.
Yeah, made the wise choice because this ball had a chance to get by him if he comes in one more step. Stops, plays it on one hop, and B.J. Upton has his second hit of the ball game. B.J. Upton trying to get a sign from his third base coach. He's got 23 steals on the season.
Has been caught 7 times. 2 hits tonight, a single to right, a single to center. After going 0 for 4 in the first game. Now Kochman takes strike 1. We just saw a little defense from Kochman. Made an error on July 16th against the Red Sox, first of the season. And his first since August 21st, 2010. He had a span of 102 games without making an error. He's currently leading Major League first baseman in fielding percentage for the 4th consecutive season. So not only is he hitting .332, third in the league, but his fielding has been outstanding. And nice pickup for the Tampa Bay Rays this year.
Yeah, his defense always has been very good. I think the surprise is the batting average this year, how high it is.
Never had a season in which he has hit 300 or better. And certainly has a chance for that this year. He can keep it going as that pitch misses for ball 1. 2007 with the Angels, he hit .296. In the dirt outside, it's 2-1. Well, it's a good thing Terry Francona did not have to go deep into his bullpen in game 1. We saw an inning from Bard and an inning from Papelbon. He's got a full contingent of relievers to use in this nightcap if need be. And Bedard right now working in the 4th inning with nobody out, up to 66 pitches. Kochman lines it to left, opposite field base hit. B.J. Upton takes second base on the single for Kochman. Rays have 2 on with nobody out.
And both base hits coming off the fastball from Eric Bedard. One to center field by B.J. Upton. This one to the opposite field by Casey Kochman. Gets a ball up and away and takes it in that direction up over the glove of Jed Lowry.
One, 2 on, nobody out. And Sean Rodriguez, the batter, reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd inning. In the dirt, Veritek able to knock it down to advance for the base runners.
Red Sox in tight at the corners, 1st and 3rd, anticipating a possible bunt. No bunt there by Rodriguez, but a nice block by Jason Veritek.
On the ground to third base. Lowry touches third, goes to second for 2. On to first, a triple play.
Yes.
How about that? Jed Lowry starts it at third. And around the horn they go for the trifecta. Back at Fenway Park, and something happening here since we have not seen since 1994.
Well, it was perfect, Don. You know, Lowry had to take one step to go to the third base bag. He goes to second. They have plenty of time there, and then plenty of time at first base for Dustin Pedroia. I think it took the crowd a little while to realize they'd got 3 on that, and once they did, this place went crazy.
Remember back when the Minnesota Twins, I want to say 89, Gary Gaetti had 2
in the same game.
Same game here at Fenway Park.
I was doing that game.
The last time it happened for the Red Sox was in July of '94, and it was unassisted John Valentin. So it has been a while. Jed Lowry starts it at third base. Pedroia waiting on a 1-1 as he takes ball 2-1.
I think the Twins' triple play was Gaetti to Newman to Herbeck at first base.
But they looked identical, as I recall, right by the bag.
Right by the third base bag.
The 30th triple play in team history. Before '94, you got to go back to 1979 for the last triple play. The Red Sox had 3 in 1979.
I think I might have been involved in one of those.
You'd have to be somewhere in the mix, right?
I think so.
Pedroia chops it foul outside of third. No memory of what you did?
I have no memory anyway, Don. There's one. It's perfect. I mean, it's one step to the bag. Fire to second, fire to first. Perfect location for a triple play.
Foul back to our right, not a play. It's time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. On September 13th, 2009, which 2 Red Sox pitchers recorded wins against the Rays? We'll have the answer for you a little bit later. This is the last time these 2 played a doubleheader against each other. Pedroia will lift a fly ball into foul ground. Kochman over as far as he can go and runs out of room. Two is in the air down the left field line towards the pole, but a foul ball just kept drifting away.
Going to the left of the foul pole and not quite deep enough as it heads into the stands. Certainly would have been a ball off the wall for Dustin Pedroia.
So we'll do it again here. 3-2 to Pedroia, leading off this. This is lined and caught at second base by Zobrist for the first out of the inning. Sharply hit, but right at Zobrist. Well, tonight, following Red Sox coverage, join Jade McCarthy for Ness and Daily, presented by Sunlight Financial. Now, the latest from Foxborough is the Patriots prepare for Thursday's preseason game of the Buccaneers. Also talk with Jonah Carey, the author of Extra 2%, book about how Wall Street strategies took the Tampa Bay Rays from worst to first. All this and much more on Ness and Daily tonight, following the Red Sox coverage, only on Nesson. 10-pitch at bat for Pedroia, a 1-pitch at bat here for Reddick. Rounds to second, and Kochman does a great job at digging out that Ben Zobrist's throw. Jerry, I am told that you started a triple play.
I started it.
You started it. It started on let's see if this jogs your memory. We'll go deep. It was May 10th, 1979. It was a pop-up. Joe Rudy apparently popped out with the Angels at the time, and you started it.
I wonder what I did with it.
I don't know, but it was a triple play.
Yeah,
But nothing's coming back. No memories.
No. If it was a pop-up, I had to go to second with it.
You threw to the shortstop.
Yeah.
We went to first.
So that's how we get the triple play.
You get Rod Carew, and then they get Don Baylor at the end of it. So there it is, triple play. Nothing's coming.
That's a little bit different than what we saw tonight.
Yes. Nothing, no memory of it at all.
You know, I did remember it did start on the pop-up. I'm just not sure where it did go after that, but it went to second, been back to first for the triple play.
Yes. Yeah. Carew, then Baylor to get out of it. Pretty impressive. Joe Rudy popping out to start it.
Yep.
Some big names part of that triple play.
Yeah, especially the guy that started it.
Someone who's chop foul. You mean you? Well, there was Rod Carew.
Yeah, Hall of Fame.
Rudy was very, very good. And Don Baylor. Tremendous. And there was you.
And two of those were teammates of mine at one point. Joe Rudy and Don Baylor.
Both here.
With and also with the Angels.
Swing and a miss as Crawford, they climb the ladder on him, strikes out for the second time. 4 Ks for Neiman. 2-1 Rays after 4. Gonzalez to help local families by donating $1,000 for every home run Adrian hits this season to select Habitat for Humanity affiliates in eastern Massachusetts. 5th inning back at Fenway Park. Rays have a 2-1 lead over the Red Sox. And Matt Joyce leading it off here for Tampa Bay against Eric Bedard. Joyce takes strike one. He grounded out to second base. First time up, 0 for 1. Down 0-2. Thanks to the triple play, Bedard got out of any trouble that he was headed into. It was first and second, nobody out in the 4th inning. Had the makings of a good inning for the Rays, but that was quickly taken care of by Jed Lowry, and the ground out by Sean Rodriguez. And he strikes out Matt Joyce. 4th strikeout for Bedard.
The Amica Pit Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you're covered, it's how you're treated. We'll take a look at the first 3 strikeouts by Bedard on 3 different pitches: a fastball, a changeup, and then a curveball to Longoria. The last strikeout to Joyce was on a fastball.
1 out in the 5th. Robinson Chirinos, who struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. Chirinos 0 for his last 12. Chirinos, 27 years of age, his 11th professional season, but he's only been a catcher for 3. Former infielder. First started catching in the low minors in 2008, converted to a full-time catcher entering the 2009 season. Baseball America named him the best defensive catcher in the Cubs system in 2009 and 2010. And again, came over as part of the Matt Garza deal. Inside for ball 2. Two and 2 now to Chirinos. Chirinos now, Jennings next. Rays batting here in the top half of the 5th. High fly ball out to left center field. Ellsbury coming from center. Makes the catch for the 2nd out of the 5th. It's time now for the flamethrower, brought to you by Cholula Hot Sauce. Cholula brings the heat and the flavor too. John Lester delivered a brilliant performance in game 1 of the doubleheader this afternoon. Lester collected his 12th win of the season, striking out 8 over 7 innings of work. The flamethrower is brought to you by Cholula Hot Sauce. Cholula brings the heat and the flavor too. 2 down in the 5th. Desmond Jennings is 1 for 2 in the game. And it's a high fly ball to deep left field. He got all of this one. It is up and over everything and out of the ballpark in left. Well, Desmond Jennings, they hoped he would be the heir apparent to Carl Crawford. And he's got 2 hits in this game. Just hit a home run to put the Rays on top now, 3-1.
Number 5 on the season for Desmond Jennings as he jumps on a fastball from Eric Bedard. They wanted to go inside. It stayed out over the plate, and Jennings takes it over the monster seats.
Two down for Johnny Damon. Damon 0 for 2. He is grounded out to shortstop, lined out to right. First home run Bedard has surrendered as a member of the Red Sox, and first home run he's allowed since coming off the DL. He's quickly ahead of Damon, 0-2. Bedard is shaking them all off. I don't think he's got any other pitches. So he's got some, maybe a location in mind that perhaps Veritek's not giving him, but they're going to go over it now.
And Bedard telling Jason exactly what he wants to do, so we'll see what this next pitch is and the location of it.
0-2 pitch. Looked like a pretty good pitch. But his ball 1-1-2.
They decide on the fastball down, and you're right, it was a pretty good pitch.
Damon slaps it foul, and it hangs at 1-2. I want to remind you this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Boston Red Sox. One-two pitch is outside. 2-2 to Damon. Well, the Kansas City Royals have jumped out to a 2-0 advantage over the Yankees in the second inning tonight. Nova pitching in that game tonight for the Yankees. Outside, ball 3. Damon had been down 0-2. It's a full count now. Damon strikes out, baffled on the pitch. 5th strikeout for Bedard. Desmond Jennings hits a solo shot. The Rays lead it 3-1. Eastern Bank awarded highest customer satisfaction in retail banking in the New England region 2 years in a row by J.D. Power and Associates. Find out more of what we're made of at easternbank.com. Vilas leading it off for the ground ball to third base on one hop, and then Longoria to first for the out. One pitch, one out for Jeff Neiman here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's time now for the Coors Light Freeze Can. And the triple play started by Jed Lowry at third base in the 4th inning with 2 on and nobody out. Sean Rodriguez grounds into it. 1 out there, 2 outs there. And out number 3 there. Coors Light Freeze Can brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Here's Jason Varitek with 1 out in the 5th. Captain hit a solo home run, supplying the Red Sox only offense so far tonight. That came in the 3rd inning.
Hey, come to the ballpark and you say, oh, I hope we see somebody hit a home run, or maybe somebody will pitch a no-hitter. You don't usually hear people say, I hope I see a triple play.
No, doesn't happen often.
Doesn't happen very often.
Inside for ball 2. Ground ball foul outside of first. '70th pitch for Neiman with one out here in the 5th. Veritek strikes out. 5th strikeout for Neiman. 2 down in the 5th inning. It's time now for the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. September 13th of '09. Last time these two teams played a doubleheader. 2 Red Sox pitcher recorded wins against the Rays. Who were they? And the answer, Hideki Okajima and John Lester. Lester got a win, of course, today in Game 1.
Okajima will not get a win in Game 2.
Okajima won Game 1 of that doubleheader in relief of Clay Buchholz in that game. Lester was the Game 2 winner. He defeated James Shields, who he beat again today. Today is the 4th doubleheader the teams have ever played. Boston has won 5 of the 6 games, and all 3 of Game 1s. Make it 4 of Game 1s. One is outside. Donald fouls it off down by the tarp. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. There is strike 3. McDonald strikes out looking for the 2nd time tonight. Makes this one even less. Rays on top 3-1.
3-1 Tampa Bay on top of Boston. Top half of the 6th inning back at Fenway Park. First time Bedard has pitched into the 6th inning as a member of the Red Sox. And it's strike one to Evan Longoria. Longoria popped out in the 1st inning, struck out swinging in the 3rd inning. Action in the Red Sox pen as Matt Albers is warming up. First action we've seen out there tonight in game 2. Daniel Bard had a 1-2-3 8th inning, striking out the side in game 1, and Papelbon had a 1-2-3 9th to pick up his 28th save of the year. Elevates to Longoria, who swings and misses. To center field, Ellsbury coming in now, stops and makes the grab. It's time for a game break in Jack Edwards. Jack. All right, Jack, thanks very much. 1 out here in the 6th inning as Ben Zobrist is 1 for 2. Singled in the 2nd inning, grounded out in the 3rd. Lined into left field. Base hit for Zobrist, his 2nd hit of the night. And the Rays have a base runner with 1 down here in the 6th inning.
His first hit came in the 2nd inning. That was a bunt down the 3rd base line. This time he gets a changeup from Bedard and hooks it between 3rd and shortstop.
Well, the pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. A new high in pitches thrown for Bedard with 91. On 5 1/3, giving up 3 runs, 1 earned. B.J. Upton is 2 for 2. Single to right in the 2nd, single to center in the 4th. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Upton with a swing and a foul. He's down 1-2. He's had 3 hitters having multi-hit nights already. Desmond Jennings has got a single and a home run, and Zobrist 2 singles, and B.J. Upton 2 singles. Two and two now to B.J. Upton. Well, many of you might have seen the debut of one of our youngest Red Sox fans a couple weeks ago, the latest edition of our Sox for Life campaign with NESN's Talking Baby. Coming up after this half inning, we're going to debut another promo. Our little friend from the North Shore is back. I understand he's pretty upset too. I heard he's going to give some advice for Terry Francona.
Oh, really?
So you won't want to miss it. He's got some stuff for Tito. Have it for you after the third out of this inning. Fouled at the plate, 2-2.
Where'd you say the baby was from? The North Shore?
North Shore.
I like the way you got his room all decked out with Red Sox stuff and Wally's and everything.
Got a lot of Red Sox stuff.
A lot of stuff going on.
Dimitri Breton is his name. And he's become so big we don't really know his town. We just know very vague. You know, you get to be that famous.
You don't want to know.
Right. Just kind of an area.
Right.
There is strike 3. B.J. Upton becomes the 6th strikeout for Bedard.
And Bedard mixing in fastballs, curveballs to pick up strikeouts. There's the fastball outside part of the plate. I think Bedard's throwing the ball very well again tonight.
Two down, Zobrist at first, and Casey Kochman, the batter. Rounded out in the second and singled in the 4th inning. We'll check on Zobrist back to the bag.
Zobrist can run. He's got 12 steals on the season.
One fouled off, and it's 0-1 to Casey Kochman. Well, tomorrow, following Red Sox first pitch, join us for Red Sox Game Day Live presented by Uno's with Jack Edwards and Peter Gammons at 1. Preview tomorrow's pitching matchup between John Lackey and David Price. Bruins winger Milan Lucic will join Jack and Peter live on stage. Plus, the Boston Globe's Michael Vega will have the latest in the Red Sox clubhouse. Live coverage begins tomorrow at 12:30, only on NESN. 0-1 is outside, and it's 1-1. Bedard reaches the century mark with a pitch outside, 2-1. Albert is still warming in the pen. He has been since the beginning of the inning.
With Bedard at 100 pitches, this will probably be his last batter. Certainly if he gets out of the inning. If he does not get Kochman, there's a right-hander on deck in Rodriguez.
Ball 3-1. Tough spot here against a good hitter in Casey Kochman with 2 down here in the 6th inning. In the air to center field. It struck well. Back goes Ellsbury at the wall. He'll make the catch. It is 3-1 Tampa Bay on top. As promised, the baby is back. And he's still talking Sox for life. Let's take a look. Visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org. So the baby was not happy with Terry Francona.
Showing signs of anger.
Yes.
At Tito and making a phone call to him.
Want to keep Beckett in and then called the dugout.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
3-1 Tampa Bay on top of the Red Sox as they come to bat here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Tito elected not to get Bedard, and Bedard finishes off the 6th inning, goes 6, and Red Sox trying to get the offense going here now. They have been pretty quiet against Jeff Neiman tonight, who's given up 1 run, the home run by Varitek in the 3rd. Top of the Red Sox order, starting it off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. I remind you, if you want to see that commercial again, go to NESN.com or YouTube and search Talking Red Sox. High drive for Ellsbury. He homered in game 1. He homers in game 2. Back to the bullpen for Ellsbury, his 22nd home run of the year. Red Sox within a run.
Right now, Jacoby Ellsbury is so balanced at the plate. It's unbelievable. It was a changeup in the first game for a home run. Game 2, the fastball. Up over the Red Sox bullpen. So Ellsbury now with 22. Certainly a chance to reach 30 before the season's over.
Could you have even ever imagined that coming into this season?
No, not 30 home runs, no. Not to the point where he is right now, to be quite honest with you. We have seen no indication of that.
This is to left, and Jennings is back there to make the catch. Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on NESN. During the 2011 Red Sox season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston. For every Red Sox home run, Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. So Jacoby Ellsbury with a home run in game 1 and a home run in game 2. And again, the most home runs he's had in any season prior to this year was 9 back in 2008. And now he has 22. 12 have come here at Fenway Park. There's a ground ball right side. And it'll be the shortstop Rodriguez who throws out Gonzalez. And there has never, and Jerry, if he does get 30 home runs, there's never been a 30-30 man in Red Sox history. So he would be the first if he can get it done.
Well, he's certainly got a chance, that's for sure.
2 outs in the 6th inning for Dustin Pedroia. He was flat out to the warning track in the 1st, lined out second base in the 4th. Arbor Coat exterior stain by Benjamin Moore, a revolutionary waterborne stain that outperforms the best oil-based stains on the market. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. Skips in for ball 2. Neiman has given up 2 solo home runs. Jason Varitek to lead off the 3rd. Jacoby Ellsbury to lead off the 6th. He's now given up 11 home runs on the season. Falls behind Pedroia, 3-1. Josh Reddick on deck, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pedroia chops it towards 3rd. Longoria on a fair ball. No, they're calling it foul. Throw got away, but it's a foul ball.
Chopped down that third base line, and whew,
Wow.
very close. Quite honestly, I thought it was a fair ball.
I did too. Chris Conroy down there at third base. 2 down here in the inning. Full count now to Pedroia. He'll chop a fair ball to Longoria on the run and in time to end the inning. A leadoff home run for Jacoby Ellsbury brings the Red Sox closer. They trail by a run at the end of 6, 3-2.
Everyone, from hot pool parties to free concert series to dining and spa specials, Foxwoods is your summer hotspot. Visit foxwoods.com for details.
3-2 Tampa Bay on top. Jacoby Ellsbury the home run. Make it 3-2. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. And Matt Albers into the game here in the 7th inning. Sean Rodriguez with a swing and a miss for strike 1. Albers into his 41st game of the year, 4-3 with a 2.37 earned run average. 52 strikeouts in 49 1/3. The opponent's hitting just .213 against Albers. Former Oriole who replaces a former Oriole. Now Rodriguez is hit. Well, Rodriguez got hit in the first game of the 2nd inning in the knee. Now he gets hit here to begin things in the 7th. It's been a tough day.
Yeah, it looked like almost the same place he got hit in game 1. A little bit higher this time. But more of the thigh than the knee.
So lead runner on here for the Rays as Matt Joyce is 0 for 2.
Mentioned Rodriguez hit by a pitch a couple of times. Game 1. And John Lester off the knee. The side of the knee. Game 2 a little bit higher. He's been a pin cushion that's out today.
The Yankees pulled ahead of Kansas City 3-2 in their game in Kansas City. It was Russell Martin with a 2-run single. The Yankees had been trailing in that game 2-0, but they have taken care of business and taken a lead. They're in the 3rd inning in Kansas City. Red Sox winning the day game today. Half-game lead over the Yankees. Pop up, foul ground. Lowry will go as far as he can and has a play. Makes the catch. The league leaders are brought to you by Verizon 4G LTE. The category RBIs for Red Sox team leaders, and he is tied for 3rd with 78. David Ortiz with 79. Adrian Gonzalez with 92. He played just 18 games last year for the Red Sox. Robinson Chirinos, his 3rd plate appearance. First to check it first on Rodriguez. Pitch out and nothing doing as Rodriguez gets back to the bag. He had stolen a base after he was hit in the first game today.
Red Sox aware of that and pitching out this time. But no go by Rodriguez. Maybe a go now on the 1-0 count.
There he goes, and a pitch fouled off.
That's a nice catch, you know. Kind of a weird outfit, though.
Some of that was a compliment. Dunkin' Donuts is in its 13th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout, a special seating section at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. Having a good time out there tonight.
It didn't match, did it? It was kind of like a red. Yeah, it's not quite red on red. It's red on. Yeah, maroonish. Yeah, but it was still a great catch.
In the dirt, Gonzalez digs it out.
Security will be escorting me to my car tonight.
Become a fashion consultant.
It just hit me. It was kind of. It wasn't the same red, you know. It didn't match up.
And then you said it out loud.
Right.
For the first and back is Rodriguez.
What we ought to do someday, Don, is do a game on pay-per-view,
where we could say anything we really wanted to say.
Yeah, exactly.
That could be it, though. That would wrap it up probably right after that.
Well, not on pay-per-view.
Oh, okay. Throw to first and much closer this time, but Rodriguez back.
Well, you got yourself a 2-1 count, an action count here. You can either steal, hit and run. That's why the throw's to first base. I would expect him to try something on this count. That's a good-sized lead.
And he's leaning. There he goes. This is slowly chopped down the third baseline. Foul. So twice he's had a pretty good jump, and both times have been fouled off. Chirino sold for 2. He struck out swinging, flied out to center field. This game's gotten a little closer now. The Rays on top by just a run as they try to grab some insurance here in the 7th inning. Runner off again, and he's out ahead this time, crushing a ball foul up into the grandstand. Two-two pitch. Softly rolled down the third baseline. Lowry will get it, throw on the run, and in time to get the Rays catcher. And there's 2 outs in the inning. Rodriguez takes second base. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Eastern Bank. We believe something as simple as your checking account shouldn't come with a lot of strings attached. Eastern Free Checking. See just how good a checking account can feel. While he's hanging out here for this day-night doubleheader, he's again got very good seats. His connections with the Red Sox. As Desmond Jennings stands in. Jennings struck out in the first, singled in the third, and then a solo home run. Ball he crushed right out of Fenway Park in the 5th, and it's a difference in the game right now. In there for strike 2, 0-2. Last time we saw Matt Albers was on Saturday night at Seattle. Struck out 3 over an inning in 2/3 of scoreless pitching on Saturday night against the Mariners. And Veritek's going to head out and talk to him. Lined and caught at second base by Pedroia. They had a nifty grab in game 1. He's got a special grab again in game 2. It's 3-2 Tampa. return to Frank Webb's Bass Centers, the showrooms of FW Webb. Find a showroom near you at frankwebb.com. Bottom of the 7th inning back at Fenway Park. Rays on top 3-2. More Jeff Neiman as Josh Reddick leads it off and takes strike one. 86 pitches tonight for Neiman, who works his way into the 7th. He's given up a solo home run to Jason Varitek. Solo home run to Jacoby Ellsbury. Now breaking ball that is grounded back up the middle. Zobrist in a nice rangy play. Makes a very good throw and gets Reddick.
Well, Zobrist, a lot of times he'll get this ball and throw it sidearm to first base. He actually goes overhand with the throw, gets plenty on it, and gets Reddick at first base. And how about the play by Pedroia to end last inning? That saved the Red Sox a run.
Pitching line brought to you by Lexus. 6 1/3 for Neiman. 3 hits, 2 runs, walk, and 6 Ks. Well, Neiman has handled his former teammate Carl Crawford. He is 0 for 2 against him tonight. Crawford has struck out looking in the 2nd, struck out swinging in the 4th inning. And Carl finds himself in a hole again, down 0-2. Swing and a miss. Crawford down on strikes again. 3rd time tonight he has struck out.
Now twice on fastballs. This time on the splitter, it looks like, or maybe a slider. Slider down and away. Gets Crawford that time. So the hat trick for Carl in this game tonight.
Immediately following tonight's game, stay with us for WB Mason Extra Innings Live with Jack Edwards and Peter Abraham. Get a breakdown of Eric Bedard's outing, game 2 of today's doubleheader, including his take on tonight's performance. Also have the manager's perspective in the From the Press Room segment. It's all coming up right after the game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live.
Well, this is the 2nd game in a row that Neiman has really pitched a great game against the Red Sox. One down at Tropicana Field and again here tonight at Fenway Park.
The Rays have got very good pitching today. James Shields pitching extremely well, complete game in game 1, but he lost. A mistake to Jacoby Ellsbury. He had a 3-run home run against him. This ends up back behind the Red Sox dugout.
Take a look at the Pedroia defense. First in game 1 to end the ball game. And this next one even better. It saves a run. Looked like it was headed up the middle. Pedroia with the dive, the catch, save a run, take it club to the dugout.
Vilas kind of stepping out while swinging at the same time, and he fouls it off, down 0-2.
He has played Gold Glove second base all season long.
I wonder with that screw in his foot whether that would hamper his range this year, and there has been no signs of that at all. Vilas with a tough AB right there. He becomes the 8th strikeout for Neiman. We played 7 from Fenway. It's 3-2 Tampa Bay. run number 599. Jim Thome became the 8th player in Major League history to reach 600. Thome was congratulated by his teammates and his family at home plate last night. Second fastest to reach the mark, hitting his 600th home run, number 8,137, which is second to Babe Ruth's 6,921 at bats. And Delman Young, who was already in Detroit yesterday, changed clubhouses. Was dealt to the Tigers from Minnesota. Young homered his first at bat as a Tiger, taking ex-teammate Francisco Liriano deep into the Twins bullpen. It was brought to you by HP Touchpad, the news and notes. That's great for Jim Thome. We saw him stuck at 598 in the series against the Red Sox in Minnesota. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, and has really had an incredible career. Think about it, that he is just the 8th player of all Major League players to reach the 600 home run plateau.
Yeah, class act, no question about that. Players around the league have tremendous respect for Jim Thome. Congratulations to him.
As impressive as 3,000 hits is, and we saw Derek Jeter get that earlier, this to me is a bigger deal, really, as far as you take a look at the number of guys who have done it. He's just the 8th guy.
Yep.
Johnny Damon leading it off here in the 8th. Damon out ahead, fouls it off. Here is the 8-man club, and Bonds on top at 462. Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth, Willie Mays, Ken Griffey at 630. A-Rod at 626, and certainly plenty of home runs left for Alex Rodriguez. Sammy Sosa at 609, Jim Thome at 600.
Imagine where Griffey would be had he not had all those injuries.
It's a very good question. Once he hit Cincinnati, they started to hit rapid fire. There's ball 2, 2-2. We were talking a lot about Jim Thome last night, of course, after accomplishing his feat. You wonder if he would gotten more attention if he'd played in maybe bigger markets. You think about all the years he spent in Cleveland. There's some pretty good teams there. Manny Ramirez and others. Lofton and the teams that made great runs there in the middle 90s.
He also gave a tremendous amount of credit to Charlie Manuel, who of course now is the manager of the Philadelphia Phillies, but at that time a hitting coach.
Damon hits one down the right field line. Will it straighten out? It is by the pole, but it is foul.
At that time was Thome's hitting coach with the Cleveland Indians.
Manny Ramirez had very high praise for Charlie Manuel. He's hit his coaching prowess in his years there as a hitting coach. Then, of course, went to Philadelphia. The Phillies were not the Phillies that we know now. The Phillies that are outstanding and have made some great runs in the playoffs and, of course, World Series champion Philadelphia Phillies. They were not great Phillies teams when he was there. The White Sox and the Twins the last couple of years. This is into center field. Johnny Damon reaches out and lines the center for a leadoff hit in the 8th. Well, speaking of history, we saw a little here tonight at Fenway Park. A triple play back in the 4th inning as Jed Lowry at third base starts it, touching the bag and then going around the horn. The triple play, the first for the Red Sox since 1994. And it was John Valentin who started it at shortstop. It was unassisted as he would turn the triple play to end that inning, but it has been a very long time. That was 1994, the last one the Red Sox had until tonight. Longoria 0 for 3 in the game tonight. He has popped out to second, struck out swinging, and flied out to center. The last triple play we saw at Fenway Park was August 6th of 2001, and it was Scott Hatteberg They ground it into a double play. This is to third. Lowry to second, and they get the force out there. Longoria will reach it first. Well, the fielder's choice, one down. Coming up after the game, it's Granite City Electric Red Sox final with Jack Edwards and Peter Abraham. We'll have the final word from Fenway, plus a complete recap of today's doubleheader. Also have highlights from around the majors, including Justin Verlander's bid at his league-leading 18th win of the season. It's all coming up right after the game, and it's only on NESN. One out in the 8th. Evan Longoria, first base. Ben Zobrist, the batter. His 2 hits tonight, both singles. Strike one. Seventeen times that Albers has gone more than an inning this season. Incredibly valuable for Terry Francona. This is through the right side into right field, a base hit. Longoria will stop at second, and the Rays have 2 on with 1 out here in the 8th.
That's 3 hits tonight for Zobrist. A bunt base hit in the 2nd, a hit in the 6th, and now a hit in the 8th. Cut fastball that time from Matt Albers.
Two on, 1 away, and B.J. Upton coming up. He singled in the 2nd inning, singled in the 4th, and struck out looking in the 6th inning. All that was against Eric Bedard. Now faces Matt Albers. Rays are 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position tonight. B.J. Upton, not great numbers against Albers. He is 3 for 15 in his career against Albers. Action for the Rays in their pen. J.P. Howell warming up. Jeff Neiman has gone the first 7 innings in tonight's game. And speaking of runners in scoring position, the Red Sox have not had an at-bat with a runner in scoring position tonight. One to B.J. Upton. Swinging a foul tip, 1-2. Rays are 0 for 11 on the day if you take into consideration their chances with runners in scoring position in game 1 today. Longoria at second, Zobrist at first, 1 down for Joe Madden. Scouring over the matchups. Two and two. Franklin Morales warming up. Line right back where he came from and into center field for a base hit. Longoria being waved around. Throw goes to second base, and safe there is Zobrist as the Rays have a 2-run lead again. They're on top now 4-2. Finally get a hit with runners in scoring position, and it's the 3rd hit of the night for B.J. Upton.
Upton having a big second game. He takes his fastball that's right out over the plate and shoots it right back over the shoulder of Matt Albers. No chance for Jacoby Ellsbury at home plate. He just flips it in a second, and that brings out Terry Francona.
So the pitching change as Matt Albers departs. It's 4-2 Tampa Bay. fourth inning. Rays had runners at first and second when Jed Lowrie started the AAA. As the Red Sox able to get their first triple play since 1994. And Desmond Jennings with a long home run in the fifth inning as he would pick up his fifth home run of the year. And it was a 3-1 advantage at that point when Jacoby Ellsbury would hit his second home run of the day and his 23rd of the season. Got within a run to make it 3-2, but the Rays have added a run now. And it is now 4-2, that run coming against Matt Albers. New pitcher, third of the day. Franklin Morales, his 22nd appearance, 0-1, 4.34 earned run average. 18 hits and 18 Ks in 18 2/3. There's action behind him in the pen as Dan Wheeler is warming up. Two on, one away. A run already in for the Rays here in the eighth. And Casey Kochman, the batter, is 1 for 3 tonight. He singled in the fourth inning. Runner at second takes off. The throw down to third is not in time. Looked like the throw may have beat the runner, but not the tag.
Well, the throw was just a little bit in foul territory, and Lowrie had to catch it and swing back to make the tag. And that's the difference right there. Brings the glove across the bag, gets him up around the knee when the foot hits the bag. Good call by the third base umpire.
So first and third with one out. Throw to first, and they got him hung up. They will run Upton back, and now coming halfway down the line is Zobrist. The throw to the plate will hit him, and Zobrist gets in. So it does not work out for the Red Sox. They had Upton picked off first base, and then Zobrist cheats down the line, ends up scoring, and the Rays lead at 5-2. That's a big run.
Certainly is, Don. They may have been better off just chasing Upton back to first base. Right there. Keep going, keep going. Instead, they throw behind him instead of throwing to the catcher. Then the throw comes in and hits him. Hits Zobrist as he's coming to home plate. Kind of a messed up play there for the Red Sox, and that is a very big run.
And it goes as a double steal. As Kochman will now line one towards left center field. This will get in for a base hit. Trying to score from second base is B.J. Upton. He will with his great speed. And the complexion of this has changed in a blink of an eye. Rays now lead it 6-2. This has happened fast.
Breaking ball, curveball that time. That stays up in the zone. And Casey Kochman, who has been swinging the bat very well, finds that gap out in left center field. B.J. Upton, no problem scoring. Right now, the Rays out hitting the Red Sox 10-3 in this ball game.
That's Sean Rodriguez with a big swing and a miss. Pitched on a fielder's choice in the second. He grounded into that triple play in the fourth inning and then was hit by a pitch in the seventh. All the runs scoring in this inning charged to Albers, so he is charged with 3 runs in the inning. Meanwhile, Kansas City has taken the lead against the Yankees. 5-4. They're only in the fourth inning in Kansas City. Up and away for ball 2. Ross last worked on Saturday night in Seattle. In his 4th straight scoreless outing, 2 1/3 innings. on Saturday. He's allowed some inherited runners to score here, taking over in the 8th. 2-1 is in there for strike 2, 2-2. J.P. Howell will be coming in next inning. Jeff Neiman working 7 innings as now got a 4-run lead. Throw to first, and diving back to the bag is Kochman. Fouled off to the right, 2-2 still. Eric Bedard going the first 6 innings in tonight's game. 7 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned. He's on the hook. Walked 6 Ks. Matt Albers in an inning and a third gives up 3 runs. Morales with a 2-2 pitch to Sean Rodriguez. Ball 3, full count. Matt Joyce waits on deck. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes is Sean Rodriguez for his second out here of the 8th.
Now Morales going to the changeup to pick up the strikeout against Rodriguez.
So 2 down here in the 8th. Matt Joyce 0 for 3 in the game. He's grounded out, struck out, and fouled out. Strike 1 over the outside corner. Jeff Neiman still hanging around in that dugout. A 23-minute wait so far if he is coming back. This one gets away. And for second base, there's Casey Kochman. Wild pitch charge to Franklin Morales. Another runner for the Rays in scoring position.
Breaking ball that goes down in the dirt. Veritek does everything right. It just deflects off his glove to his left. Another man in scoring position for the Rays.
Strike 2, 1-2. Almost got away again. Veritek having to lunge after that. 2-2. The breaking ball from Franklin Morales. Joyce hits a little number right in front of the plate. Varitek's out to get it. Throws him out at first base to end the inning, but it is a 3-run inning for the Rays. Time for the Red Sox to go to work. It'll be Jason Varitek, Darnell McDonald, and Jacoby Ellsbury. We come back to Fenway. 6-2 Tampa. Between 6 and 9 to Dennis and Callahan to hear Nesson's own Jerry Remy talking Red Sox. It's all coming up on Nesson and the WEI Sports Radio Network. Well, Jeff Neiman is back on the mound for the bottom of the 8th inning with a 6-2 lead. He retired the last 6 batters he has faced. Nearly a half an hour wait for Neiman, who is up to 95 pitches over his average. And with the Rays on top by 4 runs, a little surprised to see him back out there again.
Probably on a very short leash as we head into the bottom of the 8th inning.
Jason Varitek takes a breaking ball for strike 1. Jason homered in the 3rd inning, struck out swinging in the 5th. Howell had been warming up all of last inning. He's now just kind of looking on. And Joel Peralta warming up in the pen for the Rays. In there for strike 2.
All breaking balls so far to Jason Varitek.
In the dirt for strike 3. He goes chasing after it and strikes out. They throw him out, and that's 9 strikeouts for Neiman.
Last 3 strikeouts for Neiman have come on off-speed pitches, a changeup, a curveball, and now another breaking ball here to Jason Varitek.
This season he's got 19 strikeouts against the Red Sox. 15 in the 3rd innings. 1 out in the 8th for Darnell McDonald. Struck out twice, both times looking. Into shallow right. Out goes Zobrist. In comes Joyce. And there's 2 down in the 8th. 8 in a row retired by Neiman. 2 down here in the 8th inning. So 2 down, and Jacoby Ellsbury coming up. Ellsbury struck out in the first, grounded out in the third, and got his 22nd home run of the year in the 6th inning. The time brought the Red Sox back within a run to make it 3-2 Tampa Bay. And the Rays scoring 3 times in the top of the 8th. There's a strike, 1-1. Red Sox have had 1 hit against Neiman, only 1 batter's reached since the 3rd inning. And they bat here with 2 outs in the 8th. Tired 15 of the last 16 batters he has faced. Fouled off, 2-2. Swing and a miss and a pitch down and in. Ellsbury strikes out. That's 10 strikeouts for Neiman. It's a 6-2 Rays lead at the end of 8. Brought to you by Southwest Airlines, Toyota's official website for deals by Toyota.com. Sullivan Tire, New England Subaru dealers, Cholula Hot Sauce, and by Sylvania HD LCD TVs. Let's on to the 9th inning at Fenway Park. 6-2 Tampa Bay on top of Boston. And the new pitcher for the Red Sox is Dan Wheeler, 4th pitcher of the night here in Game 2. 37th appearance, 2-1 with a 4.26 earned run average. 38 innings, he has 32 strikeouts and just 8 walks. And opponent sitting at 245 against Dan Wheeler. Struck up the side in the 8th inning against the Yankees. Here at Fenway Park in his last outing. This is popped up right side of the infield. And in from second comes Pedroia for the first out of the ninth. Wheeler has not pitched in 9 days. He's the first out here of the ninth. Desmond Jennings is 2 for 4 from the top spot of the order for the Rays. A single in the third and his 5th home run of the year in the 5th inning. Swinging a foul tip. It's funny how the workload has gone for Dan Wheeler. In that last outing against the Yankees 9 days ago, he had worked for the 3rd time in 4 days. And that has not worked since. There's 1 out in the 9th inning. Last run that Wheeler gave up was July 15th, so it's been better than a month since he has surrendered a run. And that was against his former team, the Tampa Bay Rays. He faces here tonight. There's strike 2, 1-2. What a job tonight by Jeff Neiman.
He has certainly had the Red Sox number in his last 2 starts against Boston. That one down in Tampa Bay, and again here tonight, only 3 hits allowed.
There's a fly ball to right field. Reddick coming in to make the running catch. 2 down in the 9th. In 16 innings, Jerry, he's given up 5 hits to the Red Sox.
Yeah. Basically tonight he's done it too with fastball, slider.
Don't forget, coming up immediately after the game, to stay with us for WB Mason Extra Innings Live. It's all the post-game coverage you'll need right here on NESN. Neiman striking out Jacoby Ellsbury to end the 8th. That's 10 strikeouts. And the Yankees have an 8-5 lead. A 3-run home run for Robinson Cano mixed in there. 2 outs in the 9th. Johnny Damon slices 1 foul. Down and in for ball 1, 1-1 to Damon. Red Sox in the bottom of the 9th inning. You'll have Lowry, Gonzalez, and Pedroia coming up. At the very least, dealing with a 4-run deficit. And swipes at that, 1-2.
Curveball that time from Wheeler, gets the swing and miss from Johnny Damon. Wheeler throws both the cut fastball and that curveball.
Line down the left field line, a fair ball. Kicks off the boxes. Darnell McDonald will run it down, but Damon scampering to second base as a 2-out double. His 2nd hit of the night.
Damon gets the fastball away and slices it right down that third base line. And he's thinking 2 bases right out of the batter's box.
15th season with 20 or more doubles for Johnny Damon. He's at second with 2 down in the 9th. Here's Evan Longoria. Does not have a hit tonight. Longoria 0 for 4 in the game. There's some Rays having big nights, though. And a total of 12 hits for Tampa Bay, out hitting the Red Sox 12-3. No batting gloves for Evan Longoria. strike 1-1. Old school right now for Evan Longoria.
You don't see much of that anymore, do you?
No. Popped up. Foul off third. Jed Lowry steps into foul ground. Makes the catch. It sends us to the bottom of the ninth. Red Sox have work to do. Jed Lowry, Adrian Gonzalez, and Dustin Pedroia when we come back. Peter Abraham. We'll have the final word from Fenway and a complete recap of today's doubleheader. Also have highlights from around the majors, including Justin Verlander's bid at his league-leading 18th win of the year. It's all coming up right after the game, and it's only on NESN. Well, Jeff Niemann's back on the hill again. As we head to the bottom of the ninth inning, he's trying to go the distance here. The Tampa Bay Rays on top 6-2 and trying to finish it off. He has retired the last 9 Red Sox he has faced in the game.
Tampa Bay has not used the bullpen all day this afternoon or tonight.
Kyle Farnsworth up in the pen in case. Jed Lowry leading it off in the ninth. Lowry 1 for 3. As he takes strike one. 17 of the last 18 retired by Jeff Niemann. In the dirt, 1-1. He's given up 3 hits, and Jed Lowry has 1 of them. Lowry's single coming back in the 3rd inning. In tight for ball 2. Down and in, 3-1 now to Lowry. There's strike 2, full count. Jim Hickey to the phone. And Farnsworth up. He just got up fairly recently. We'll see if anybody else is going to join Farnsworth. Howell is up forever in the pen. There's a liner on a hop to Zobrist at second. Nice pick. And he fires to first for out number 1 of the ninth.
There has been some nice defense in this game tonight on both sides, really. Tampa Bay showing the Red Sox with their triple play and a nice play by Dustin Pedroia. Ball right at the feet of Ben Zobrist at second base. Ball hit hard by Lowry, but it turns into an out.
You're talking about two of the best defenses in the majors.
Yeah, number 1 and 3, right?
Yep. Rays with 54 errors on the year coming in. Red Sox with 59. This is with the shift on to the third baseman Longoria. That hop exploded on him, but he's able to throw out Gonzalez, and there's 2 outs in the 9th. Adrian with a very quiet day today, as Gonzalez went 0 for 3 in game 1 and goes 0 for 3 in game 2. 2 down in the 9th for Dustin Pedroia. Dustin has also had a quiet doubleheader. 0 for 3 in the first game, and so far 0 for 3 in the nightcap. There is strike 1. To right field, Matt Joyce will back up and make the catch as the Rays get the nightcap of the day-night doubleheader. And this, Jerry, was very impressive tonight for Jeff Neiman.
Well, that's the second very, very good game he has pitched against the Boston Red Sox. To hold this lineup to 3 hits, very impressive. And he has got the Red Sox numbers. So the Red Sox today will have to be happy with a split of this day-night doubleheader.
6-2 is the final as the Tampa Bay Rays take the nightcap after the Red Sox won game 1 3-1. Join us again tomorrow afternoon for the series finale with the Rays. John Lackey and Wade Davis featured in the pitching matchup. Live coverage begins at 12:30. This has been a presentation of NESN, New England's most watched sports network. Let's send it now to our NESN HD Television Center. Here's Jack Edwards.